What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is for you guys out there who are thinking about making games for the Skillz platform, or maybe you have already released games and you're trying to get your games approved for cash tournaments. This is exciting news. As you guys know that I monetize my games through Skillz. Obviously this video is not a paid promotion or anything. It's just kind of the monetization tool that I use for my own games. So basically the news is that it has become a little bit easier for developers now to monetize their games with Skillz. As you know from my previous videos, there are certain benchmarks that you need to reach in order for them to review your game to switch on the cash tournaments, and that is ultimately how you monetize these type of games. So we're going to jump into my computer and I'm going to show you those different benchmarks that you need to achieve in order for them to review your game for cash tournaments, and how they have changed and how they become actually more achievable and what they were before. So when you launch a game on Skillz and you go to your dashboard, you are going to see certain benchmarks that you need to hit in order for you to submit your game for cash review. So the first one is obvious, as the name implies, skills. Your game has to be 100% skill based, so there can't be any elements of luck or chance that can influence the outcome of the game. So basically, the higher the skill level, the more chances you have of beating your opponent. So they want fair play, and they have their own algorithm to basically check if your game is fair. So that has stayed the same. The next benchmark you need to hit is currently 75 daily active users, and before you actually had to reach 100 daily active users. And now this is the one that developers tend to struggle with the most, because obviously it requires traffic to go into your game. So a lot of people struggle with marketing and getting consistent downloads. So this is the one they've struggled with the most. And as you can see, they've made it a little bit easier. So now instead of 100, it's 75 daily active users. The next benchmark is you need players to play at least 6 games per day. So this has dropped down from 8 games per day, which was previously the benchmark. So 6 games per day. If you have a game with decent stickiness, means that people are returning and playing the game on a daily basis, then you should have no problem hitting this benchmark. So 6 games a day is pretty easy to hit. The next benchmark is the day 7 retention. Now the day 7 retention, you need 4.5%, whereas previously you needed 8%, and that could be a little bit tricky too, especially a lot of different types of games. The day 7 retention is not good, but in general, if you stick with puzzle games, card games, and that sort of thing, you shouldn't really have a problem hitting the day 7 retention, especially if your game is bug free. And you've done a decent job at retaining the users, obviously. So 4.5% is really achievable if you have a decent game. So the next one is installs to 2Z. This basically means that once a player has installed your game, they need to play at least their first 2Z tournament. So which is one of the virtual currency tournaments, which is it's on there by default. So when you do launch a game, obviously it doesn't come with cash tournament straight away. You need to pass all of these benchmarks for your game to pass review, and then cash tournaments will be switched on. So in the meantime, they will have virtual currency tournaments. So this basically means 70% of people who install your game need to play their first Z tournament. And this is down from previously, which was 90%. And to be honest, I always struggled with this metric. Even with my best games, they kind of struggled to hit 90%. I think Skillz knew that. So yeah, they've lowered it down to 70%, which is also more than reachable. So these are basically the metrics you have to reach currently in order for your game to go into review, and then you monetize with the cash tournaments. So there you have it. Those are the new benchmarks, and in my opinion, they are more than achievable. If you have some sort of background, or you've been making games for a while, you should be able to make a game that kind of hits those benchmarks quite easily. Obviously the marketing stuff, getting traffic in, is a different story, so that's something that you'll need to learn, the marketing side of things. That's why I started this channel, so you can also watch some of my videos, how to do ASO, how to get organic traffic into your game, how to build an email list, and all those good things. So yeah, I think it's a great initiative from Skillz. They're trying to get more developers to hop onto the platform, and this, coupled with their new revenue split model, I think is a step in the right direction to gain more developers onto the platform. Obviously that's how they make more money. My opinion from Skillz, I think it's still a great monetization option for indie developers. It's definitely worked for me. It's something that I continue to use. I continue to build games for the platform just because for myself it's been proven as a monetization method. And yeah, for the last couple of years, if you've been following my channel, you know that I make games exclusively for the platform. So hope you guys found some value in this video. If you did, let me know in the comments. If you are struggling with building a Skillz games, which of these metrics are you struggling with? I love to reply to your comments, so feel free to post them below. And in the meantime, if you do like this kind of content, please subscribe, like if you enjoyed this video. I will see you on the next one. Stay safe and peace out.